God damn.
Gervonta Davis has begun turning heads again with his training footage ahead of his fight against Lamont Roach, and the boxing world can't stop talking about it. His speed, his strength, his confidence, and his skill are enough to discourage Lamont Roach from taking the fight. The American superstar possesses huge talent in the squared circle and has yet to be beaten in his 30 professional fights so far. His lightning hands and electric speed has seen him compared to legend and former mentor Floyd Mayweather, but he also boasts frightening punch power. Music. Davis is currently back in the gym as he prepares to face Lamont Roach, with the fight now scheduled for March 1st. Footage has now emerged of the American back in the ring working out with his team. He cracked the pads with his training partner, showing off some simply mind-blowing speed. Tank threw short and sharp punches at a remarkable output, and fans could barely believe what they were watching. Davis has some serious hand speed, and fans were quick to react, with one writing simply incredible, another added he is just on another level, so talented. A fan agreed, bet nobody noticed he's a natural southpaw doing this an orthodox stance, plus the foot placement, he's really on a different level. Fans even began making a prediction for his next fight, with one writing Tank versus Do! Roach isn't going to last very long. One viewer concluded, he looks fight ready now. Davis fought just once in a frustrating 2024 beating Frank Martin with another explosive KO in the 9th round. That was his only outing since his coming-of-age victory over fellow superstar Ryan Garcia, who he dispatched in sensational fashion in April 2023. Music. He It's Gervonta Davis's last dance, and he's giving it whatever it takes to ensure that his exit from boxing is truly an epic one, even if it involves training with this kind of intensity. Lamont Roach doesn't seem like he'll contain the best John Davis brings to the table, and perhaps his recent displays and verbal fights on social media have been aimed at shrouding his fears ahead of the fight. Tank and Roach have previously indulged in a few spats online in the lead-up to the upcoming fight. This time was no different, as the WBA super featherweight champion took a cheeky dig at the 30-0 boxer on his Instagram.
Nah, not yet. We're just trying to focus on him right now. And then once we get him out the way, then we can,
Speaking of other title holders in the division, we know you were close to the Lomachenko fight. Shakur Stevenson is another title holder in the division. Shakur and Schofield are fighting.
That he posted a selfie of himself with the caption, "I'm now to the gym, man, you be cool like how you be cool," claiming that while Gervonta Davis focuses on worthless stunts online, he will be busy training. Tank did not let it pass as he reposted Reaper's story and wrote, "Laugh now, your son's going to be crying later," issuing a warning that the Washington native will regret talking like this on March 1st. Tank then got a little personal and wrote, "And you better not be over there freaking pretty girl. Because you know what the crowd leaves what's right behind them." The women taking a shallow dig at the 29-year-old as the spat continued. The digs got slightly more irritating and personal as Roach fired back with another selfie and caption reading, "Your
that fight."
No thoughts.
Do you have a prediction on how that fight would play out?
Don't care.
We know that you got off of Twitter, your Instagram.
There's your man back at it again, LOL. Stay focused, champ. I'm working. Worry about them little angels you got, not what boys freaking other boys," and advised Tank to stay focused on his training. The way this online feud is processed, both boxers will be better off focusing on training rather than this spat. Furthermore, it looks like even Gervonta Davis regrets getting into this online scuffle, as he later took to his exes to show his grief over the turn of events. Davis's regretful confession after the back and forth. The Baltimore native took to his exit and posted a confession showing extreme remorse. He wrote, "I'm a low-key type of guy. This being in the public eye is killing me, fam." Tank declared he rarely gets into these online battles, which makes him severely uncomfortable.
You were an interested observer on the Netflix event, Paul versus Tyson. Your thoughts, is Jake Paul someone you'd want to take on at one point?
The 30Z boxer further confessed, "I'm not chasing no image at all nor a female, I'd be Gucci away from this stuff," claiming he does not want any fame. He is content with his life and family and keeps his desire at arm's length. This latest confession by Tank is similar to his retirement announcement when he claimed he started hating the sport and just wanted to spend time with his family after next year. "I'm out of it, yeah, out of this sport. Stuff's trash, this stuff is trash, garbage, fed up, I'm fed up with the whole stuff," stated Tank as he announced his retirement. However, the Baltimore native has left all his reservations for the upcoming fight at the Barclays Center behind. He is focused on the bout and was even spotted rocking a new ponytail look. The renewed intensity of the online spat is great news for fans. However, fans would rather prefer Davis to answer all the hate inside the ring, something he has done throughout his career.
Start slow too, and not let him see my shit, and just see who's gonna win these first bullshit rounds, because I'm not gonna give you none of my shit. I'm gonna put my dick on the line today. I'm gonna bullshit the first 3 rounds just like.
It's actually a unique matchup when you consider the fact that the two fighters are world champions, only that they fight in different weight classes, and as such, despite them being world champions, the fight isn't a unified world title fight. However, Lamont Roach as a world champion brings something very different that almost all of John Davis's recent opponents lack, and that's his size. Gervonta Davis is used to fighting bigger fighters who, for the sake of a title shot and a huge payday, carelessly he weight drained ahead of the fight and end up with lackluster performances as a result. Well, the same doesn't apply for Lamont Roach, who will instead be moving up in weight to the 135 pounds lightweight division where Gervonta Davis currently fights at.
Then the nigga keep talking about some no disrespect. Come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. You's a real fake nigga, for real. Like, you's a real fake nigga. Fuck is you hating for, bro? Every time you see me, it's what up, shawty. You know how you talk. Fuck is you talking about, bro? I'm really him. I bring any type of smoke to anything in my way. Fuck is you talking about?
Hence, Lamont Roach is expected to be in the ring on fight night looking better than Frank Martin, Ryan Garcia, and many of Gervonta Davis's recent opponents who looked like they were on a rehydration clause when they faced. But as much as this sounds good about Lamont Roach, there's so much downside to the whole fixture as well. Actually, the boxing world is usually on pins and needles while waiting to see what Gervonta Davis will do next. But this time around, fans were very let down when Tank was announced to be fighting against Lamont Roach in December. Roach is a fine fighter, but he isn't a high-profile name and doesn't have many big wins. People want Tank to fight the likes of Shakur Stevenson or Vasily Lomachenko or even Devin Haney. Of course, figuring out the details to make a mega fight like that happen is never easy, but there's a growing sentiment among a lot of fans that Davis is kind of cruising at the moment, opting to not take too many risks when called out on that by a user on social media. Davis had to stick up for himself. Davis was responding to a post that wondered aloud if 2025 would be the year where Davis finally fights credible names. The post also called Davis's age into question when considering the opponents on his resume. A fan jumped to
knowing each other from the amateurs, silver gloves, everything. They grew up to actually do together, you know. Roach and him back and forth battles and whatnot. It's going to be a pretty interesting fight, you know what I'm saying? Because Roach always, he comes